All right, everybody, welcome back. Last slot cornerback video for this year. Last couple of prospects for slot corner. Let's start with Justin Walley of Minnesota, 22 years old. He looks like a slot corner. He's short, he's not very heavy, 190 pounds, short arms, but not super short. Freakishly big hands, though, which again, this is weird. You've got short arms, but giant hands. That's not normal. That's got to look weird. I'd be interested to see how that looks, but tested. Yeah, he did his 40-yard dash and he did pretty well. So, okay. Tankathon really likes him, and so does Walter Football. Walter actually has him in the third round. Now, Walter tends to lag a little behind with this stuff, but Tankathon, having him in the fourth is very interesting. The aggregate has him in like the early seventh or so, late sixth maybe. So that's obviously a little bit of an anomaly. He's got a good amount of ball production over the last couple years. Coverage metrics are pretty good. He gives up close to 50% completion. Pretty clean. Um, yeah, good career at Minnesota for sure. And the things that stand out about him positively, he's really good in press. Really hard to deal with in press. Very aggressive with how he guns downhill to go get the run, go attack the ball carrier. I think he was like a 4-year starter at Minnesota. Maybe it was 5. I think it was 4. Reads the eyes of the quarterback really well. He's a good all-around athlete as well. I know he only did his 40, but I think he's a good athlete beyond just the 40. And he's very competitive. Works really hard to get the most out of his smaller stature. But again, this is another guy who played outside in college, but he's going to have to move inside in the pros in all likelihood. And he just doesn't have a lot of experience playing inside, so it's always kind of tricky to figure out. He is a little bit of a penalty magnet. He gets grabby, and that grabbiness does come back to bite him, and he does draw flags, and he will draw more flags in the NFL. Sometimes he overruns plays because he's too aggressive. That's something with Justin Walley overall. I think there is going to be some curtailing of his over-aggressive nature. And his change of direction skills, his reactive athleticism is not what you would like. It's like straight line speed is good, but his ability to change direction is not ideal. So I like his aggression. I like his desire. Is some stuff here that I'm into for sure. I'm kind of intrigued by this one. He looks the part, he acts the part. It's not a perfect prospect, but there is some stuff you can work on. And I'd take him in the fifth round. I don't think you're going to need to, but I would spend a fifth round pick on him and not feel too bad about it at all. This is a guy who seems to get it, and his main problem is that he just gets a little too over aggro, which should be fixable. Okay. Elijah Huzzie of North Carolina. Elijah Huzzie, couldn't find his age. Another kind of prototypical slot corner, 5'10, 193 pounds, very short arms. He's got, I think, yeah, this is shorter than Barron, and small hands, so he's a smaller corner, which that's obviously fine. Couple big boards actually like him a lot. CBS has him in the fourth, PFF has him in the fifth, but the aggregate has him going undrafted, so the smaller big boards are hurting him, I guess. Okay production over the last couple years. Coverage numbers were actually really good in 2024. Only allowed 22 completions, 47 targets, so it was actually really good in terms of just coverage metrics, raw. He's pretty strong for a player of his size. He's got a good amount of ability to win with his strength, even though he is the size of a slot corner. He's got great change of direction skills. His ability to react to something and move with it is really impressive. He hits with a lot of force and is not afraid to get physical to make tackles. So, not afraid of physicality at all, which is something you don't see in every slot corner you look at. He has good hips. His hips flip cleanly when he's trying to turn around to go from his back pedal to his sprint. So that stuff's nice in the situations he might need it. And he played a lot of football in college. I can't remember exactly how many years he started, but I think it was 4. So lots of college experience. So he should be relatively ready to hit the ground running, at least in some areas. Now, he is a little bit the arm length is so extreme that even playing in the slot makes you wonder a little bit. You know, fourth percentile arms That's tough to get around with no matter where you play. I don't want to discount that. His technique as a tackler isn't great. He does dive at ankles sometimes instead of wrapping up. He does bounce off when he should be wrapping up. He doesn't have great straight line speed, so keeping up with go routes, that's something that's going to get away from him. And his click and close from his zone drops is not it's not rapid enough, it's not reactive enough, and it takes away opportunities for him to make plays on the ball. So I think he's got good spirit, man. I think he's got good willingness to come up and run support. There is some stuff about him that's nice. There's a decent foundation, but I can't go higher than a 6th round pick because he's got so much else to try to figure out here in order to actually find success. Like, is he going to be able to play man? Is he going to be able to play zone? I'm not 100% convinced of either. Seems like he might be okay in man, but there's still work to be done here. All right, one more guy, and it's Jaylin Smith of USC. 5'10.5". Lightweight for sure. Very short arms again. 29 and 7/8. And testing was not very good. 10-yard split was embarrassing. Like, this is kind of unacceptable for a slot corner, 1.6. The 40 wasn't bad either, too, so this is kind of weird. But the vert was really, really low. The broad was okay, but not explosive. A couple of big boards like him, like CBS has him in the 4th. ESPN has him in the 5th. The aggregate has him going undrafted, though. Not a lot of plays on the ball these last couple years. He's played a lot. He's played a good amount. He gets targeted a decent amount, but he's got 3 passes broken up over the last 2 years on, 77 targets? The coverage numbers are okay-ish. They're not terrible, but not a lot of production. So what I can say about him positively, he's improved a lot as a tackler over the last year. He played safety and corner in his college career. He might be able to, I don't know if he'll be able to play safety, but I feel like he learned stuff that was very useful when he was playing safety in college. Hangs tough in man coverage as well. He's willing. He's really scrappy in man coverage. He's good at preventing getting beat over the top. He doesn't get beat over the top very much. And he's already proven to be good on special teams, so you're going to be able to get that out of him at the pro level, even if he's not really a good corner. Now, he's small and he's not a very good athlete. So that's a bad combo. You got to be one or the other, man. If you're not going to give me size and strength, you got to give me some athletic prowess, and he doesn't seem to have a lot of either. His hips are very segmented when he flips them. He doesn't flip his hips smoothly. He doesn't transition well. So that's going to be an issue, especially when it's harder to avoid getting beat over the top at the pro level. He's too small to compete with bigger receivers. That's just going to be a problem he never gets over. He will never be a great tackler due to his size. Just can't get around it. Doesn't have the zone instincts to overcome athletic weakness either. So it's not like he's going to overcome his lack of athleticism by being really smart. So there's not much going around here. There's just not much I like. I think the best thing about him is that he's already proven to be a good special teamer. So I go UDFA. I don't think I need to spend a draft pick on this guy. All right, so that's it for the slot corners. We did, 8 of them? There might be a couple others in the previous 2 days that we covered. We don't know for sure. But let me know what you guys think of this crop. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Go Hawks. Let me know what you think. More stuff coming soon. A lot of fun stuff. The draft is not even close to being done in terms of coverage.